Hello, this is OldCrowBalthazor. Welcome to Balthazor's Strategic Arcanist. It's McToon multiplayer match versus Duedman with Shadow of the Tsars scenario. This comes with the DLC Empires and Terminal Strategic Command World War 1. Let's go. Episode 37? I gotta check my notes. Are we going into we might be getting into the mud here. Excuse me for a second. I turned the page. Oh yeah, last turn was October 3rd, 1920. It's going to be a damn shame. My FS is down to like, what, 3%, 4%? If we can't battle in red square, man, that if I drop to 0, he's just going to get a victory. That's one of the bummers about strategic command games with the FS. I'm not really complaining or national morale. Sometimes you still got fighting you. And the floor just collapses. And you're on your way down in a hell in a handbasket. Their fighting spirit might be down, not mine. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. You know, all it's going to take is a couple units, and that's about it. I think he's captured all the FS places. I think we're getting degraded too each turn because proximity to Petrograd. I believe I'm going to have to go look at that again. I don't know if it's a one-off when they get within 4 hexes, three units, white units within Petrograd. That Bolsheviks lose fighting spirit. We'll see. Yeah, now it's fluid. Behind the scenes, by the way, there's stuff that there's going to be some work done on this scenario. It's going to be a revamp, a bunch of stuff. So I can't really talk about it right now. There's a whole bunch of really cool stuff though. I don't know when that change is going to happen. So we got some house rules that we're going to recommend. I recommend on the forums and Matrix forums, and Duedman's using it. I think it's going to be on YouTube pretty soon. So it's epic. Come on, hold on, Red Guards. Heck, we should get an FS boost for just standing our ground outside of Moscow against this white terror. No! Nowhere to run? Oh yeah, it's mud. Run in front of them. This might do it, actually. I like it one more turn. I don't know. He's pulling back there because he doesn't need to. I got that little army on the side there in Smolensk. He's keeping the poles behind the Berezina. I went across. And I threw some money on him. Come on, one more turn at least. Give me a turn. So I can tell Duedman, but I want to fight in red square. If it get... Oh, we're still alive. We see 9th Rifle Division destroyed. Bolshevik partisans sabotage white supply lines, but where? John Reed is buried in the Kremlin. Yeah, he died down. What did he get? Typhus? Down in Central Asia. You know, that's a great movie. Reds. Warren Beatty. If anyone gets a chance, it's snowing. Well, let's go see what our national morale is. I guess I could have checked here too. I'm going to look at this. 2%. Oh. Let's look at these terrorists. 64 for the Southern Whites. Yeah. Your whites will always be high unless you jump on them. They don't care about this, the British withdrawing. They're getting support from elsewhere. Japanese, Americans. It's not a lot. And the Northern whites. So you can make them collapse pretty easy too. I'm going to do an AAR. I'm going to do a chat real quick before we go. I got enough room? Yeah, I did. Oh, I'll be damned. I hope my FS holds out long enough so we can fight in red square or blood square. Take your pick. Not much chance, I think. No, I don't think so. Tukhachevsky. Let's get you on the front line. Yeah, I turtled here, but this I don't even need to do anything. Let's do you, because I'm gonna. The next one is Cinco. Who you want to? Oh yeah, Cinco. Okay. Over here. Vel, yeah, 2. Damn. Oh. It's probably 2. These dogs. Okay. He's not going to run. I'm going to just pull him back. Oh, well. It's probably 0. They're gone. Oh, screw that. Let's kill it. No, we ain't going to kill it. We can hurt it, though. Yeah, we're stuck. Oh, why not? He shoved off. Okay. Oh! Yes! Ah! Well, we gotta stop that. Do I get anything else? I don't think so. No. Well, what would I do? He overruns this and we're doomed. I would probably send something here to Mogilev. I could send you. And then they're up my rear. So we got the units. Let's see. Let's dig. Down to 2. Oh, let's strike them. Damn. Oh, I should have swapped. Man, it's like I got dyslexia with these things. Okay. 317. Yeah. Let's get you. I can't get you back in Moscow. That's a core. Well, we're going to get whacked, but let's see. What would we do? Dig here. Bad weather. He probably... Ouch. Small lengths we wouldn't want to lose. So in a new version, the Bolsheviks would be able to make a decision to agree to terms of Poland. Poland will withdraw from the war. They hold all this, their borders, basically, something like that. That's what we're doing. But that won't stop these Astrakhan Cossacks from coming up, so I got to play it like that. So I won't want to give this up. I could rail you, Orsha. No, see, no cavalry here. Same business. I want to keep a link here, though. Don't have any units. Let's go look at here. Okay. I do have units. 5-7. No. Crap. Well, $165. What can we buy that we can get quick? Will we stay here? I would say so. There's my little reserve. Oh, what about this cavalry? Is that near a train? There it is, but not here. It's up this way and this way. So we're good. We're good here. That's a whole core. That's going to be too late, too long. Next time I'm going to get into infantry warfare a lot earlier with the Reds. Probably. Well, let's purchase something, even though we probably won't get it. Let's get a core. And 48. Yeah, that's it. January. I doubt we're going to make it, but it'd be cool if we did, but I doubt it. All right. That's it. Yeah. Bummer. Bolsheviks surrender. Oh, I guess it's AR time. Yeah, it got yanked out from under our feet, didn't it? Huh? That's it? Well, that's a bug. All right. Fight decisive victory. That wasn't a bug. Something was weird. That's pretty cool, man. He killed the red dragon. Duedman. It's over with. Okay, packaging. Wait. I want to be able to... Uploading. Okay. Well, let's go take a look. Oh, we can look at everything. AR time. Totally unexpected. All right. So, number one, there is going to be some big changes, which I really can't talk about yet, but I'm privy to some information, so a couple other people, including Duedman. But what I would have done differently here, well, with these tanks, which are pretty powerful, I could have bought a red tank early. I could have dealt better with in the Baltics earlier. I kind of bailed out of there, but I got a little frightened with all the Poles showing up. The thing is you can't be everywhere at once at the beginning, but I could have pounded on them. Could have taken out Lithuania and Latvia. I would have had to throw a lot more here and conceded stuff over here, but we already did. The thing that really screwed me up is I did not realize, and it was an expert move on Duedman's part, he bought Northern White naval infantry. He's already got it, but it must have been 150 MPPs, so that had to have been expensive. And I don't remember if he upgraded or not. I don't remember if he did. I think only one. We'll go look at all that. But him landing in there, that ended it. That's why this has ended now. One thing that we've realized, and it's fine because it's legit, is a lot of money is right here. These mines, Melitopol, Kryvyi Rog, Lukansk. So you got three mines here that the whites got a hold of. I grabbed this one quick, but to hold on to these, which means maybe ignoring the Poles, especially in the new if you use the house rules, because the Poles shouldn't be. If they went over here, in this version. We thought there was going to be severe FS losses to the Poles and a bunch of desertions. And in tests, we never went across. We had we were using the Poles down here a lot, but we were afraid to. But apparently, after we got our hands on the strategy guide, once we started playing with me and Duedman both realized, oh, wait a second, we started talking about probably the Poles. The FS loss isn't very bad. Well, of course, he used them. We went across. I would too. But it's not historically correct, so that's going to be corrected. But so the Bolsheviks, and I'm going to be doing a future match as the whites, or maybe as the reds again. I'm going to be using house rules. Poles can't leave. They can stay in the Baltic states. They can stay in Russia up to Lake Naroch, Berezina line. And there are some pretty cool proposals about Poland. about the Bolsheviks recognizing them, and there could be a big fight still going on here. But if they need to get the pressure off, because the Polish army can be pretty big, as you can see, Poland will get its independence. It's guaranteed there's not going to be Reds going after them. Or you could go after them and try to get Warsaw. But anyway, there's a lot of money here. The other thing is I didn't want to fight for Tsars too hard. I actually evacuated, but I was going to lose the unit anyway. But you could theoretically hold them up here for a while, but you will lose those units. At least in the test that I did, where I kept the HQ in this area, and I kept a couple corps, a couple divisions, and it was a real bitch for the whites. But they are cut off. Meanwhile, you don't have those units are down here just sitting, holding up whites, but this stuff is too porous. So. And a couple of matches I did in the testing, we actually had these circular cauldrons around Kharkov and here. Both sides were surrounding each other, and up here too. That didn't happen here so much. Duedman did a real good job. I mean, he was fresh to this, and I had a couple of matches under my belt when I was beta testing this 3. So he caught on really quick. And it was effective too. He actually avoided going after Oshkan till later. Now, actually, it wasn't a bad choice at all because he needed the units up here. I've tried to get Oshkan quick. You do get those units, but then they're the white units. The whites are stuck down here dealing with that. But the Reds, though, you could tie up if you leave enough units. You could tie up a significant white force because they can't just allow them to operate back here. If they are cut off, though, you can't get any units because they'll be cut off from the industrial base. So, the whites, he did a fine job. And that is so unfortunate, though. I wanted to fight it some longer, but I was totally unprepared for this. I thought I'd have another turn, or I would do a better AR maybe. I don't know. I love this scenario though, but it is going to get revamped. I am gonna feature this pretty quickly, I think, as the whites, and we're going to use some house rules. Me and Duedman are both thought that the tanks are too powerful. In a previous match, in a test match, I did lose this tank, but I got real ambitious. In a test, I was doing the same thing. I was just mauling units left and right, but I did get it. I got it out in the open, and I got isolated and killed. That's the only way you can kill them. Otherwise, if you keep them, not exposed too much, they're fine. Trains can hurt them too. But let's go look at what his research is. So here's the Bolshevik research. You can see I threw in all my money on infantry weapons, double chitted. I got a feeling he had to have done the same thing to keep up with me. I got in command control. I wish it would have been infantry warfare 2 by now. The British. Yeah, he didn't do much of them. He got in the infantry weapons. He knew that they had to, because they started infantry weapons 1. The French, Americans not really interested. The Poles, yeah, I'm sure that he emphasized infantry weapons 2. Yeah, the Poles don't make a lot of money. They got to be. He played them well too, because you don't want to lose too many units as Poles can't buy them back because you don't make that much money. We'll look at that in a little bit. Yeah. Okay, the Northern Whites. Yeah, he got in infantry weapons too. That's a difficult thing to do. But they didn't have a lot of pressure. Played them well. Heavy bombers, huh? Do I wonder if that was default? I don't remember. He didn't do anything else. Yeah, he threw on in here. Okay, the Euro Whites are interesting. Infantry weapons, I believe that he double chitted this. He had to have immediately, because they get a big chunk of money. That's what I do when I play the whites with the Euro Whites, because eventually they're not going to get a lot of support when the Americans withdraw. They only are making about 30 MPP a turn, so they're fragile if they take losses. Did he do anything else? Infantry warfare. Looks like he did armor warfare. He might have. I don't think that they have this. Again, I would have to look at that. Okay, the Southern Whites. Oh yeah, tank development. Well, we see that tank up there. That was a good move, and they can build another tank. You can build a second tank. I think in the revamped version that are going to be light tanks. I'm advocating for the Poles though to keep their tank. They can build a tank, and that's what saved Warsaw in 1920. Well, they had tanks, and their fighting spirit was really high. They got pushed back to Warsaw, and then they built a counterattack. The Reds got really stretched out. Poles got to be tough, and they're supposed to be tough, so we don't want to weaken them. It's just that they cross this line here. See, it's unhistorical. It's against the policy of the Poles. The Polish national government didn't want to even. They didn't want to have too many other nationalities under control. They just wanted the territory lost from 1772, which is back in here, but they were supporting the Ukrainians. He didn't do any industrial tech. We did production tech. Yeah, that's a good one. He was in command and control. That was good. That's interesting. Long-range aircraft. Ground attack. Yeah. Never got into the first one. But these two right here, especially infantry weapons. And he got in command and control 1. All right. Oh, wait. Let's go back. Let's go look at MPP. So MPP-wise, yeah. So I start out fairly okay, you know, at 350. And it started degrading, as you can see. It started going back up again, but I got industrial tech. Look at all these losses compared to my money. Yeah, you can't sustain that. Let's look at the British. So here's the British. And then when they withdraw, here, what is that, 40? So that's enough to help the Estonians and Latvians. Wow. He was saving his money, man, to do that, I guess. The French, no, Americans, Poles, interesting here. So they start at 40 now. In a beta, it was a lower. We asked for just a little teeny bit more. Yeah, so the Poles are fragile, actually. You got to be careful. Find the Poles. They don't take any losses. Well, they're formidable. Duedman played them expert. They did take some losses. I did attack them. I think I even killed a couple Polish units here. But they were able to cross these lines here. I'll put a link to the forum too, because we got house rules that we're using. We kind of, Duedman just, he didn't even, I didn't ask him. He just went ahead and did, because we were having these private discussions, and yeah, I don't know, there's something wrong here. He brought it up first as, what's wrong with the FS? It's not bad, because there's going to be reoccurring. It said there's going to be desertions. Said there's a FS loss of 500, which is nothing. And then like 50 a turn. Well, that's nothing either. You can't even see it. Yeah, let's look at it. Yeah, look, that's his fighting spirit. It started dropping. It was up a little bit from battles probably, and then it dropped. Because he crossed the line. That's a one-off. And then a little bit of turn. Yeah, that's it. I thought it was going to, we thought when we first started it was going to be like something like this. Like, let's go look at the British. Well, you're not going to see it because he never crossed the line, but if the British cross any of those lines, they will go boom, boom, boom like that. This is naturally occurring drops because of public sentiment. Where were we? Well, MPPs again. Let's see. These are the northern whites, and also be the northwestern whites. Here are the British withdraw. They were able to recover some because they were taking ground. Euro whites. that's that big influx that they get right off the beginning, which I'm certain let's see, let's go to the research. Oh yeah, he spent it immediately on 2 chits, 250, 125 each. Infantry weapons. Yep. Okay. Southern whites. Now he started making. He dropped here for some reason. Americans left, probably, I think. But he had those mines early on, and he held on to them. The ones in the Ukraine and the towns there generate some money, and then just kept climbing. And he didn't take a lot of losses. Let's go back. So here's my research. A little bit diplo on Finland. See, there's a problem too with all the diplo. There's too many diplo chits. You didn't do it there. No. Poland diploed. I believe that there's going to be a max of 4 diplo chits for the whites, and I think it's going to be the northern whites, northwestern whites. The northern whites are going to try to affect like Finland. I think the British maybe a little bit, but yeah, he put diplo in here. See, all these factions had 3 diplo chits for the southern whites. Now, that's a lot of money, right? But so my decision against Finland, I only had 2 diplo chits, and I dumped them. And, of course, they stayed. I couldn't, you know, he had a lot more of me, so I never got hit. I guess I could have tried to do it early. Anyway, that's going to get fixed, too. We didn't really think that was going to be a big concern. Is there anything else I can think of? Well, according to the strategy guide, now it's a kind of a slog, but if the Reds take Archangel, Kiev, which I almost took, but I didn't put enough effort into it, you get a bunch of MPP here at Murmansk. Kiev, I think Novorossiysk. I think that if Reds take this too, anyway, you get a big chunk of plunder. Basically is what it is. It's seizing stores. Kiev too. Now, I had Kiev surrounded early, but I was focused down here, and it was kind of hard to approach it. So I got an HQ here, but I should have sent some more units and just tried to take it. And I didn't, basically because I was going to protract the battle here, which almost always happens. Could have pushed harder this way instead of this way, maybe avoided the French. I did make a mistake there. But then, you know, anyway, I think this was a great match, and I love this scenario. So I'm not being critical. Oh, here's the Finns. This is what they get. An HQ. Who owns the Finns? Production. Finns are a minor who? No, I don't see. Oh, it's not going to show us the other factions. I'm going to ask them. Oh, wait. Let's go to production. No, that's not going to do it. Well, let's go see what he had cooking. Persian, Lithuanian, 2 Persian units. Oh, the tank. Is that a tank? That's 3D Sprite. What the hell is that? It must be. Yeah. More naval troops. To do more naval skullduggery. Oh, look at what was coming here with the Southern Whites. Don Cossacks, Ukrainians, and Air Force. Ukrainian Air Force. Yeah, it's cool, man. Well, wow. Well, that was cool. It's kind of a long video. Again, I had a lot of fun doing this. This has been great, and I am going to do it again pretty shortly. I do have something I've been planning for a couple months with another YouTuber. I'm not sure because if we're going to wait or if we're going to use my house rules. I'm going to be playing a white, so I'm going to nerf myself, but I have to for balance reasons. And I sent messages. We'll see. If not, we'll come back to it later. Again, this is going to be revamped too. I don't want to say too much more on that. I do know there's a bunch of stuff in it, and it's awesome looking. I think there's a couple things got to be tested, but well, there will be. But again, well, shoot, my music stopped too. So yeah, again, I thought it was about a 20-minute video, but all right. Well, this is OldCrowBalthazor. Thanks for watching. Check out Duedman's channel. I got to send him a message. Congratulations. Oh, yeah, congratulations, Duedman. And, yeah, him and me got something else planned, too. We're only 4 days ahead. We took breaks and stuff, and so when you see this, I actually completed this turn only 4 days ago from when you guys see this, I believe. I think this was supposed to air on January 8th. Yeah. Him and me got something else planned. Well, we've been talking about it, and we're going to do it. We hope to do it, but then there was kind of a major bug with war in Europe and world at war, and we think the other World War I too, with transports and weather, and that would just mess up. That would mess up a match. So I don't know. It's kind of a premature announcement. Hope you guys, or I hope you didn't mind mention that, but yeah, we've been planning. But then we've been dancing for a long time. We want to do American Civil War too someday. But I think World War II is on the menu. And with that, well, this is OldCrowBalthazor. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the virtual battlefields. I am gone.